Now you're going to get 6 plus, I like to separate my positives and negatives. Anytime I have a bunch of negatives, additives, I like to add my negative first. So 6 plus a negative, what's 2 plus 3 plus 4? So that's 9. Okay? So 4 plus 2 plus 3, that's 9. We need 6 plus a negative 9, or 6 minus 9. Well, you take the, what you do is you take the difference, you find the difference between 9 and 6, which is 3, okay? And because 9 is the larger number, and it's the one with the negative sign, we attach the negative sign to 3. So our answer is negative 3. We're going to do one more. We're going to do 2 more. Then we're going to move on. If you have 4 minus 3 minus a negative 6 plus 15 divided by negative 3. Okay? So, do we see any grouping symbols? Yes, we do. We have braces here. Okay? And even within these grouping symbols, we have a negative 6, which is also in its own grouping symbol. So what we're going to deal with is this, is that 3 minus a negative 6. Okay, now anytime you have a number minus a negative number, that's going to become, that becomes a positive number. Or what that means is that here, what this means is that if I take this negative number and I multiply it by a negative 1, that's going to give me the opposite. It's going to give me B. Meaning anytime you multiply a number by negative 1, you change that number into its opposite. You see, because B is the opposite of negative B. And even if I multiply B by negative 1, I will change it into its opposite. Okay, negative also means the opposite. So anytime you see a negative 1 negative there, it's like a negative 1, actually. Okay, it's a negative 1 right there. So and that's what that is. That's a 6 there. We're talking about any number, we could say B. Now, so basically, that's either you can write it in 2 ways. It becomes 3 minus negative 6, which equals 3 plus 6, or you can realize that you get 3 plus, and that's a negative 1 multiplied by a negative 6. I'm going to give you 3 plus 6. Okay? Either way, if you subtract the negative number, what you're really doing is you're adding it. Okay? So you're going to change that to 3 plus 6. That becomes 3 plus 6. So you get 4 minus 3 plus 6. Now remember, that's still in the brackets though. Because even remember, within these brackets we have these parentheses. So we have to take care of that negative 6 first. The very first thing I had you do was to change this into its proper form. Okay? Plus 15 over negative 3. Because we still have grouping symbols, these braces, we still do that first. we get 4 minus 6 plus 3, which is 9, plus 15 divided by negative 3. Now, within fractions, a negative sign in a fraction, it doesn't matter where it is. It could be negative a over b, or a over a negative b, or negative a over b. Okay, it's still a negative number. These are all equivalent. Okay. So you could do that first, of course. We know 15 divided by 3 is 5, right? That's going to give you a negative 5. Okay? You do that first. You write that back. Okay? You can say 4 minus 9 plus a negative 5. Okay? Or say 4 minus 9 minus 15 over 3. You can bring that negativity out first before you divide. See? And then you get 4 minus 9 minus 5. Okay? These are all equivalent. Now 4 here is the only positive number. So just add 9 and 5 first, and then attach a negative sign to it. 9 plus 5 is 14. So that gives you 4 minus 14. Okay? 4 minus 14. That's going to give you a negative 10. And therein is your answer. Alright, now let's try 4 multiplied by what's in this grouping symbols here. Okay. Now first we're going to take care of what's in these brackets, in these braces. So what's within the braces is negative 2 minus negative 3, which is also in parentheses. So it's telling you to take care of this first. So we have to apply this negative to this negative 3. Now here, this portion, this negative, when you see a negative number like that, that's equal to negative 1 times that negative 3 in there. And then that becomes a 3, a positive 3. Okay? So you get negative 2, so that becomes negative 2 plus 3. Okay, negative 2 plus 3. So by following the order of operations, following down your next line after you write this, you should have 4 by negative 2 plus 3 plus negative 40 over negative 5. Okay, now we do what's in the braces, the rest of it. Negative 2 plus 3, or 3 minus 2, which is 1. So you get 4 times 1 plus a negative 40 over a negative 5. Okay? 4 times 1 is 4. 4 plus negative 40 over 5. Now here, negative divided by a negative